Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Nustrength Sugar Babes. And today we have the very lovely Angelina Church, who has these amazing big lips, which I always call. Every time you do a live video, I'm like, oh, look at those lips; they're so big and so good. And Angelina's been in the program now. We were just working it out, maybe 7 or 8 months, I think. Yeah, 7 or 8 months. And yeah, you've done really well because you were pretty fucked when you came in. Like you'd been doing the crazy diets, your menstrual cycles all over the place. Like you really stressed, you'd been through a divorce. You have a well-paid high-level job, like real estate. There's that constant stress. So you had a lot of healing to do. So I think you've done really well to stick it out and be consistent. And also too, you're a big drinker before and you've cut that right back now. You barely even ever drink now, which is amazing. And you're doing so good that now you're even working for us. Yay! So you've we just recruit all the troops. But anyway, I'll stop crapping on. And can you just tell the viewers, Angelina, why you joined the program? So what were the issues that you were having and how are they affecting your life?
Yeah. Like you mentioned, stress was a big factor for me, and I had really big issues with my menstrual cycle. So I didn't get any pain, but my period was so heavy, like it was ridiculous, and went for 9 or 10 days, and it actually had reduced down to 21-day cycle. So I was forever
having your period.
Forever having my period, which then led to other health issues. Now, I'd been to doctors and specialists and they had said that my options were an IUD or hysterectomy at age 39, which I knew would not fix the problem. I knew that that was a hormonal issue, and removing those things or putting in the IUD or taking whatever out wasn't actually going to solve the menstrual, the hormone issues, which is what causing the poor menstrual cycle. So I was not happy with those answers and told them.
I bet you did.
I did. I didn't swear at them though. I was very kind. And then I'd gone to naturopaths and I'd seen my GP and I kept putting on weight. Like I'd gained 15, 17 kilos. Like it was stupid. I wasn't sleeping. I was extremely lethargic. I just pushed myself every day. I was running probably 30 Ks a week. And each time I ran, I was running 5 kilometers. So I was running 6 days and I would push myself to run under the 30-minute mark for each 5 kilometers. And I know the feeling that was in my lungs and in my legs and all over, that my body was screaming at me to stop. And through sheer determination, I would just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because I thought that was the right thing to do. And I knew I had to exercise to get better, but I couldn't figure out what it was that I was doing wrong. And I just felt hopeless. Like I remember feeling such despair that I couldn't figure out how to fix this. And I knew it was a nutrition and an exercise program that was going to alleviate these symptoms and fix me, but I just couldn't
find the one. Yeah, because they all, I guess, prescribe green vegetables and fish oil and all the standard stuff. And you're a single mom of 3 kids and you work long hours. I'm like, I don't even know how you survived.
Kitty, I don't know how I did either. I think it was just sheer determination. Like there were days where I would wake up, my alarm would be going off, and I remember thinking to myself, just get out of bed. You just have to get out of bed. And I would literally roll over in my bed and roll myself out of bed and fall on my knees on the floor and then just literally pick myself up and keep moving. Because if I laid there, I would have just kept sleeping all day and I had shit to do. So I had to just get up and get moving. Like it was the most, it was probably a really low point in my life, because all of my life, I knew how to be, I'm resourceful.
Yeah.
I know how to go and find shit. I know how to get shit done. And I had exhausted all options and I honestly did not know what my next step was going to be. And that in itself was probably the most frightening position to be in. Because when you've explored all avenues through the health professionals, and you have nothing else left, it's a horrible feeling. And I just managed to stumble across a friend actually said, oh, that he'd been working with you and check out the Nustrength Facebook page. And I started stalking you, as we all do. And, just took in everything I could. So I was looking at the Sugar Babes. I was looking at the online training that you would do with certain people. And I was registering for the webinars, and I was doing all this sort of stuff. And then the challenge came along. So I jumped in and did, I think at that point in time, it was a 7-day challenge.
Yeah.
And even in that 7 days, I just knew that this was the thing that I had to do. So I didn't care cost. I didn't care. My concern was time because I was already so time poor. But what I found, ironically, is that I actually got time back.
Yeah.
I wasn't exhausted all the time. I wasn't looking and searching for food. Food wasn't consuming my every thought. And I was able to think clearly. I started sleeping through. Praise the Lord.
How good is sleep?
Oh my gosh. I kept raving on and on about it because I was literally sleeping 2 to 5 hours a night.
That's so bad.
But I'm telling you, for 2 years, 2.5 years, like that, like it was pretty bad.
And now do you sleep every night? Sleep right through?
So good every night. I love it. Look, I'm an early sleeper, early
Yeah.
riser. I go to bed at 8:39 and I'm up at around 4.
Yeah.
But just love it. I go to the gym. I've got time in the morning to sit and be with myself, reflect, plan my days. I get my food, like my food is prepped on the weekends, but in the mornings I pull it all together. So if there's anything else I need to prep for that day, it takes me a matter of 5 minutes. My meal plan takes me 5 minutes, not even, I reckon maybe 3 minutes.
Crazy.
So I've actually got time back. It's amazing. And
what change have you seen in your menstrual cycle?
It's gone down. It's still, I'm back out to 28-day cycle. My period, the flow is definitely lighter. I'm still at a 7 to 8 day cycle still, but look, it's reducing. The damage I'd done, clearly it was extensive. It's taken me, I think, 6 months just to even start to see results. So clearly the damage was more extensive than I even imagined, because I thought I was quite receptive with my body. And I was shocked actually at how long it had taken me to recover.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, you're 39, like a lot of the women that come into the program, I'm nearly 38, like it's a lot of years of doing dumb shit, like we've all done it, and it just takes time. But really, I reckon probably give another 3 to 6 months and you'll probably be good, and thinking 1 year versus, 20 years, it's actually not a huge.
No, and every day is a step in the right direction. Every day I can feel myself getting stronger. Every day I feel my life is going in the direction that it should be. And that in itself is a stress relief. Like, if you know where you're going and you know that every step you're taking is in the right direction, it's not hard work. It doesn't feel like a drag. And it's a positive existence.
And how's your body changing in terms of like the centimeters and weight and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, look, I have lost count of the amount of centimeters I've lost. Huge amount. Like, I've come down at least 2 dress sizes.
Yay.
The weight on the scales is probably around 5 kilos, but it's not. I've actually, look, I still have to weigh myself every day, but the focus is not on those scales. The focus is on the weight that I lift. That's what I'm focusing on. Yeah. I get really excited when I get to go to the gym. I get sad on my non-gym days. Although I'm shattered.
She's addicted.
I'm okay with it.
And how many days a week are you training now?
3.
And how many calories are you eating?
2,025.
Ah, fuck. Isn't that crazy, eh? Like, you've probably doing a quarter of the training and eating more food.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I was eating, I reckon, around 1,500 calories a day.
oh God, I just I think back to those days. I'm like, could never do that again, ever.
You feel like you inside, like you nearly go, ugh.
Oh, it's so bad. And all the broccoli and like, were you a binge eater too? Did you used to binge?
When I was extraordinarily exhausted, just before I came into the program, I
Yeah.
was eating shitty foods, especially in the afternoon, but I
Yeah.
just did not know, like my body was screaming
Yeah.
for energy. It was screaming
Yeah.
for carbohydrates. And I, like, that was I had to give it, like I had not, and I would mindlessly walk in the kitchen and start eating, and then mindlessly walk out and then just realize what I'd done, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is scary, this has got to stop, there's something that's severely out of whack. And I knew in my gut that there was something wrong, but I just did not, I'd run out of resources on how to fix it.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Hey, I know. I could never, like, just imagine going back to that.
Nope. No.
Just never could. Just real food. It's just so exciting. So exciting eating real food.
It's amazing. And my girls are eat exactly the same food that I eat. They, ask, are there poopers in that, mum? No, girls, it's not. Yeah, I'm educating them as well. And you know what? They're not going to have to go through this
The shit that we went through. Yeah.
And if we look back at the 50s, that's when dieting sort of started coming in, and people were told that this food was bad for them and this food was bad. But if you look at stats, diabetes, heart disease, and those sorts of things, and obesity have all increased since those.
Because we moved away from just like, I think about what my grandparents used to feed me. Like, we'd go over there, we'd have eggs cooked in butter. I remember she'd squeeze orange juice, drain the pulp, and we'd have like fresh fruit from her garden. She'd cut it up, put the juice over. She'd make ice cream. She'd make custards all the time. Potatoes we'd have cooked in lard. She'd make like steak and kidney on toast for my granddad. Just real food. And then we've moved to all this bloody bullshit green smoothies. And then people go on binge eat on, because they crave sugar. Then they go and binge eat on vegetable oils, like shitty foods. Yeah. It's crazy. It is.
It's a complete. And then the doctors even suggest that you have a shake for your food. Like, what the hell is wrong with that?
It's so ridiculous. It's like, just eat real food. Like, people they're like, oh, this diet's so crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. It's so crazy. It's just real food that your grandparents used to eat.
There's nothing crazy about it. When I sit down to my food and I have not had to think about what I'm eating for a couple of hours, and then all of a sudden I'm hungry and I need to eat again, I know that my metabolism's working. I'm not craving anything. I don't crave foods. And if I just put into my body what I'm meant to from my food plan and my macros, there's no cravings. My body gets everything that it needs, and it's so exciting. Like, it's actually freeing. It's freeing.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's amazing. And some of the main objections, and you've sort of already answered this one, but some women, they're like you, they're like, I don't know if I have time to do this program, but you get time back.
Absolutely you do. So, when you spend a couple of hours food prepping, and then for the rest of the week, you actually gain time because you're not spending half an hour or, 45 minutes, an hour a day preparing breakfast, lunch, and dinners. It takes me, I grab it depends what I'm having, but this morning I had the baked oat slice. Coffee, so I literally had the time it took me to make my coffee, I had my breakfast already done. Like, it was there. That was less than 3 minutes. Dinners are the same. They're pre-cooked, frozen in the freezer. I just take them out every night and eat them the next day. So you actually get time back. Training only 3 days a week, so you get time back there as well. I find the structure assists me to everything's scheduled in, and I know where everything goes, and I have more free time to hang out with my kids. I'm not thinking about food all the time.
And the second objection is money. So a lot of women are like, I don't know whether I should invest this sort of money in myself. Do you feel like you've gotten value for the money you've invested in the program?
Out of sight. I can't describe to you. And I know I message you and say thank you and thank you. And you get messages from all the ladies doing the same thing. But I honestly was in such a state that I don't think I could have kept going like that for very much longer. So the investment was nothing compared to what you've given me back in regards to spending time with my kids, having a great relationship with food again, training the way my body really likes training. I love the training. It's just the cost is not an issue. Not an issue, not for what you get. The value for money is outstanding.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what you mean. It's like, I remember when I first did this program with Emma, like the popping the food bubble, which we have now. It's like, I would have paid millions because I was like, it just freed me. It changed the whole direction of my life, obviously, because look, I'm doing this now instead of working in mining. And I just like, it's just incredible. I think it's
profound. It's so profound and eye-opening, and that you just cannot put a figure on what you give to women on a daily basis. There's no monetary value you obviously have to put something on it, but that does not equate to what you get in return.
And I think it just affects, like you said, like it's not just about how you look. It's all of the other areas that it affects in your life, like your relationships with your kids, with your partner. Just you can do life better. You can function. You can, show up with energy every day and attack problems and, just wake up happy. Like you just feel happy.
I don't even, I wake up and I'm ready to hit the day. Like there's no hesitation. Problem solving, I'm so I am not, my head was foggy and cloudy, and here I was trying to list and sell property on a daily basis, dealing with buyers, sellers, conveyancers, solicitors, councils, and I'm trying to problem solve, and my head, I felt like I was walking around in fog. Now I just make a decision and I action it straight away, and life is it's just so much easier,
Totally. Oh, I know. I just love my food. I just love food. And the third one is they're worried about doing it online. So, our program's obviously completely online. We've got women all over the world. Yeah. How has it been doing it online, the structure, the way the program's laid out, the support?
Yeah. Look, it doesn't feel like I am ever restricted by it being online. I actually think there's pros. You send out messages and people respond to you.
Yeah. It's like,
you have a problem, and there's so many spaces and places that you can go to resolve that issue. Nobody can ever use that as an excuse. Online, there's the feedback that you get from the coaches. There's always somebody that you can talk to, whether it be another community member or whether it be the coaches. The coaches are so accessible. We have access to all the time. It's just a phenomenal way to deliver exercise and nutrition. If you follow the processes and the systems that are implemented by you and Craig and the team, there is no way that anybody can get stuck. The support is outstanding, and helps every single person from every walk of life, whether you're good at computer technology or not. We have our amazing Lexicorn who comes helps everyone with technology. I'm astounded even now at the level of help that's available to us on a regular basis.
Oh, thank you. And finally, if a woman, because obviously like you've been here, if they're skeptical and they're sitting on the fence and they're like, fuck, should I do this program? What advice would you give her?
Get off the fucking fence.
Just get in.
Just jump in. Seriously, you know why? Because you're always going to think of an excuse. There's always going to be excuses to why you can't invest in you today. but just jump in, give it a go. I guarantee you will not be dissatisfied. Like, you'll be satisfied every single day of the week. There is nothing that isn't covered off or available to you to help you get to where you need to be. And you just need to trust the process and give it 100%. That is all. Don't any more of you than that. Then just give it 110%. Get off the fence and just give it a go. You will not regret it. You will only regret it if you wait another 2 weeks or another month or another 2 months. Once you get started and you realize what's going on, you just would have kicked yourself for not doing it sooner. And
you get to eat real food.
Oh,
and not starve yourself anymore. That's just the best thing, I reckon. Just the food.
Like, I have fudge.
I know. It's the best. It's like the best thing ever. I'm going to go and have a piece after this. And with a coffee, I think. Oh, that was so awesome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. And if you're a woman and you're watching this and, yeah, you're just sick and tired of doing the same shit over and over again and you want to break free and feel better and look better, click on the link below, put in a short application form, and you'll actually probably either get to speak to Angelina, Sean, or Jess, and they'll just have a chat with you and they'll see where you are now and where you want to be and whether or not the program is actually a good fit for you. So thank you again, Angelina, and I will talk to you, I'm sure, today or tomorrow or whenever. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Bye. Bye. Bye.